These are very important things that you want to consider when sourcing product for your dropshipping store. It's best to know these things up front. It's going to help you make better decisions. It's going to set you up for success. So the number one thing is the shipping, okay? So the size and weight of your products. So anything that's big, anything that's heavy is going to be expensive to ship. It's going to be expensive to return back to you. It's going to need more space to store. Think about that when you're sourcing product. Generally, you will probably have to cover the shipping because nowadays everybody expects free shipping. So whatever profit margin you're making on the item, consider the shipping cost as well. That's going to go into that. So that's going to eat out of your profit. So that could be another 5, 10, 15%. You might not even be profitable if the item is very expensive to ship. Number two, some items are highly returnable. For example, shoes. People return them a lot. A lot of the times the size is not going to be right. They're going to return it versus something that's a gift. So if you buy something for somebody, it ships to them. It's a gift. Typically, those people are not going to return your gift. They may not use it, but they're probably just going to keep it. They're going to regift it, which is great. Less returns for you. Number three, are you competing with your suppliers? So let's say you have a dropshipping store. You're looking for different suppliers. Are they selling the products on their own website? Some suppliers sell their own products on their own site, retail. You have Lego selling Legos, and then you have your store, which is Toy Store number 5, trying to sell Legos. Who do you think they're gonna buy from? So when you're looking for products, see how many other stores are selling that product, at what price, and especially if that actual company itself is selling their own product online. The next one, and I kind of already mentioned this before, it is basically resaleability. Like I said, shoes. People get their shoes, they walk around the house for 5-10 minutes, they take them outside. Those shoes are going to be dirty, okay? They're probably not going to be resellable as new versus something that doesn't get used, that even if people open and play with, it can still look new, you can still resell it. And think about the packaging. Maybe you can sell it in a standard box. So for example, if somebody gets the package and they tear up the box and everything, and then they return it to you, maybe you can still resell it as new in a plain box, or you don't even need a box. Can you resell the item easily, especially as new, if it's a return? Here's the last point you hear a lot from other people is the advice of selling high ticket items. $500, $1,000, $2,000, because your profit is just going to be so much more. So for example, a $1,000 item that you sell on your site, you may make a 40-30% margin. So that's like 400, 300 bucks, right? And that's the same amount of work pretty much that if you sell like a $50 item. However, remember, returns and chargebacks, people are going to have buyer's remorse more with really expensive items. If they return the item, that's a big amount of money that you have to be able to basically refund them. For example, a cheaper product, even though you're making less profit per product, a lot of times it's not going to cost you that much, and a few returns are not going to hurt. You can even not even have the customer return the product, and your customer is going to be very, very happy if you can do that. That might be better than having them return it and figuring out who's going to pay for shipping, and then the hassle of shipping them a new product and all that kind of stuff. High ticket items, yes, you can make more money per item, but imagine if you start getting returns or there's chargebacks. They're like, I want to return this, I've used it, I don't care, I want my money back. They're just going to call their credit card, they're going to say blah blah blah, I got scammed, or I want to charge back. You're going to get that crazy chargeback of that $300, $400, $500, and that's a big deal versus like a $20, $30 chargeback. There's always exceptions to the rule, but generally these are good guidelines for when you're sourcing product for your dropshipping store.